right. Alright, how's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here, and today I'm here providing coverage of the XFL Week 1 game between the Orlando Guardians and the Houston Roughnecks. Now, we'll be here. Let me actually go ahead and get a chat going. A poll, something like that, whatever the word is. We'll go ahead and get a poll going to see who y'all got winning this game. So let's see here. Let's create a poll. Start a poll. Oh, if I could type there, go, who's winning this game? If I could type. Orlando Guardians or Houston Roughnecks? There we go. So we have the chat going there, and I hope, I'm kind of wanting the Roughnecks to win, even though I picked the Guardians, for one reason. That is Wade Phillips. He spent time as a Rams defensive coordinator, so I would love to see him get some wins here. But here comes the kickoff. It is up. It is away. Caught at the 10. Then they can move up to the 20 and to the 22 is where this drive is going to start for the Guardians. So let's go ahead and give the Guardians the ball. If I actually set this up right. There we go. The Guardians have the ball, and let's see. We have Paxton Lynch being the quarterback right now for the Orlando Guardians. And we'll have to see what he can do here. He was a 3-year starter at Memphis. First round pick in the 2016 draft. Played 2 seasons in the NFL with 4 career starts. And he spent that with 3 teams. So, Lynch not really being the greatest quarterback known, but we'll see how he does here. It looks like the Guardian's going to try to run it up the middle, and there is going to be a gain of about 3 before he gets brought down. So let's see what happens there. All right. So here we go. Ball's at the 26. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Guardians. And Lynch going to look to throw over the middle. Has a man, and he catches it. Who was it? That was number 11. That was Latimer on the grab. Setting up a 3rd down and 1. And here we go. Let's see what they can do. 3rd and 1 coming up now for the Guardians. Can they convert and make a new set of downs? Earlier today, we did see Arlington win 22-20 over Vegas. So here we go. They're going to try to run it out the far side, trying to get something. He does to the 35 up to the 40. And that's where he's going to get brought down. And just like that, a 1st and 10 is coming up now for the Guardians after a nice 1st down conversion. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get things situated here. Just trying to do things like 50 things at once. So Arlington did pull off their win today. And here we go. Ready to see what the Guardians can do now. 1st and 10 at the 40. And here we go. They're going to Lynch going to look to hand off at the middle to the 45 up to the 49. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down. So here we go. The run game is going for the Guardians. And let's see what they can do. So that was Dedrick Thomas, is wide receiver, number 10 for the Guardians on the run game. And here we go. 2nd and 1 coming up here. Paxton Lynch looking to throw. Has a man over the near side. Incomplete. Incomplete. No flags there. I do like the Roughnecks helmets, though. They're pretty cool. Like the helmets of the Roughnecks, it's blue on one side and then white and red on the other. It's pretty cool. So here we go. 3rd and 1 once again now for the Guardians. Can they convert here and get something rolling? So here we go. Ball is at the 49-yard line of the Guardians. 3rd and 1. They're going to look to run up the middle. And he's bumping out to the outside to the 45, down to the 43. Setting up a 1st down and 10. So just like that, another first down and 10 for the Guardians as they are trying to move down this field and get some points on the board. You can see over there in the Guardians' little office, their little suite, you see them all trying to work out what they got to do. But let's see what they can do here now. The ball at the 43 now of the Roughnecks. Lynch in shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. Having plenty of time, throws over the middle. It's caught, bobbled. And is it intercepted or is it complete? They are fighting over the ball right now, trying to figure out who has it. The refs are trying to tear it apart, and it looks like it was intercepted. No, the refs are going to rule it in favor of a catch. What in the world? It looked like he had the interception. So he has it, he bobbles it, and then it gets grabbed. So it is the Guardians' ball now. And they're going to look to run play here. Lynch looking to throw over the near side. Caught. And that is going to be brought down at the 30 for a second down and 8. So here we go. Second down and 8 coming up. Latimer on the reception. And let's see. Houston is 3.5-point favorites in this one, as Orlando is considered to be the worst team in the league for whatever reason. And here we go. Ready to see what they can do now. Looking now, ball's at the 30. And Paxton Lynch looking to throw out on a screen. Has the catch up to the 30, down to the 27. Setting up a third down and about 5. So here we go. Let's see what they can do now as the Guardians are trying to move this ball. They are in field goal range, so you are talking points. The question is, how many points are you going to get? Are you going to be able to get the first down, or are you going to have to settle for 3 here? And if you guys do have opinions on the XFL and how things are going, go ahead and let us know in the chat over there. Go ahead and also voice your opinion in the poll over there as to who's winning this. And Lynch on the run here on third down, throws deep, has a man. Is it intercepted or is it a touchdown? We have to find out. Touchdown is the initial ruling. Hold on a second. So it looks like the initial ruling is a touchdown. We're going to have to wait and see what happens here. This is close. It is a really close call. The Guardians are saying they have it. The Roughnecks are saying they have it. The initial ruling was a touchdown. So we'll go ahead and give them the touchdown right now. You can't really tell who has it. So they are going to give the touchdown. So let's see what they end up going for now. How many points are they going to go for? Are they going to go for 1? Are they going to go for 2? Or are they going to go for 3? So we'll have to see what they end up doing here. Trying to figure out what they are going to end up doing here now. Trying to figure it out. The Guardians, they're looking at it. If it's a catch, it's a touchdown. There's not a doubt in my mind on that. The question is, did he catch it or was it caught by the Roughnecks? So they are trying to compare side by side. So let's see. Taking a look. You can't tell. It's an official review right now. It's hard to tell who had the ball and when. So we'll have to see here. So when he rolls over, does he have control? It looks like he kind of did. It is a really close call no matter what the result is. So the initial ruling, though, was a touchdown. So that is going to be a huge factor in determining the outcome of this play, if you ask me. I think because they called it a touchdown, it's going to have to stand a touchdown. But we'll have to figure out what the actual call is. I mean, it looks like when it comes in, it's in control of the Roughnecks. That's going to be an interception. Looking at it, that they stopped it at key points. That should be a turnover. That should be a turnover looking at it. It looks like the Roughnecks guy had it, and then Latimer tries to pull it away from him. But man, this game is going to be close. But looking at it here, it looks like it should be an interception. I mean, looking at it, it looks like an interception to me. So, we're waiting on the official word, but it looks like it should be an interception. So we'll have to see. It is, once again, a really close call no matter what happens. And you can see the actual review. They are reviewing it and determining if they have control at that point. I think, though, it's going to be overturned and ruled a turnover. We'll have to figure that out, but, I mean, it looks like we have an interesting game going, though. I mean, it has been a... Call stands as a touchdown. So, never mind on the interception. It was ruled a touchdown. So, it looks like now, how many points are they going to go for here? They're going to go from the 5, which I think is a 2-point. Yeah. They're going to go for 2 points here. So let's see what they end up doing. So here we go. The Guardians trying to get 2 points more on the board on top of their touchdown. Lynch going to look to throw. He's scrambling to the near side. Pressure coming. He's trying to escape. He throws it incomplete. Setting up now, the Roughnecks are going to be getting the ball after giving up 6 points. So we'll see what the Roughnecks can do. Let's see what Wade Phillips has dialed in for his team. Let's go ahead and flip the arrow real quick. Okay, there we go. We have the arrow flipped as the Roughnecks will be getting the ball here. Now, that was a really good drive by the Guardians. I mean, there were a couple of close times where it might have been a close one where it might not have been the right call, but I mean, I think overall it was a solid drive by the Guardians. The officiating was all right. There were some plays that were hit or miss. Could have gone either way. And unfortunately, they both went the way for the Guardians, but, you know, that happens. That happens. But let's see what we have here. We have people picking the Guardians right now for the poll. And let's see what they can do. Man, here we go. Ready to see what the Roughnecks will be able to do after the amazing drive there by the Guardians. All right. So, I mean, once again, the Guardians able to get away with a couple of close ones. I mean, I think that last play could have been an interception. It was really close, but either way, I mean, it still stood as a touchdown. So it looks like the Guardians are going to be sitting here now with 6 points on the board. And let's see what the Roughnecks can do in response. Man. So here we go. That's the cool thing with the XFL. You can actually hear what they're saying on the sideline and all that fun stuff. So, here we go. Ready to see what the Roughnecks got here. And let's see what Wade Phillips has dialed up for this unit. Now, right now, I am kind of pulling for the Roughnecks in this game, once again, because Wade Phillips spent time as the Rams defensive coordinator. So, gotta support family. But, yeah. And they're trying to see, you have Dean Blandino, who is their official VP officiating and rules innovation guy, who is basically making those calls from the air, and he's defending why it went the way they did. I mean, they were close calls. It was hard to tell who had control. But either way, the Guardians now sitting up 6-0, and we'll see what the Roughnecks can do in response. Man, that was a great drive for Latimer. He was pretty much the go-to guy, but there is an injury on the Roughnecks. It looks like number 53 on the Roughnecks is being helped off. Duke Ejiofor, who played 12 games for the Texans in 2018 and went to Wake Forest in college. So he's going to be getting some help over on the sidelines, and we'll have to see how the Roughnecks can respond. If you guys do have anything you would like to add as well or talk about, go ahead and let us know in the chat. I am watching that and keeping up on that stuff to interact with y'all. So let us know what you guys have to say on this game. But here we go, ready to see what they can do. The kick is now going away to the Roughnecks, and it is going to be, remember, they have to wait until the ball's caught before they can move, but they're going to let it be downed. It was at the 24-yard line. So that is going to set up a 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks at the 24. Let's see what they can do and if they can pull something out of this. So we'll have to see what they can do. Right now, I'm looking forward to seeing what this unit can do. I think Wade Phillips has a really solid thing in mind. Wait a minute. Oh, they have to kick it past the 20. They didn't kick it past the 20, which means that is going to be at the 45 of the Guardians for the Roughnecks. Wow. That turned quick. So here we go, ready to see what they can do. 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks at the Guardians 45. Man in motion, and let's see what they end up doing. They're going to take the snap here. True North Packer fans saying, is Rihanna playing the halftime show? I don't believe so. But it looks like the first play is going to be incomplete, setting up a 2nd down and 10 here. So it looks like the quarterback for the Roughnecks is Brandon Silvers, who's a Troy quarterback, made the Jets practice squad, played for Memphis in the AAF and Seattle in the XFL in 2020. So he is plenty of experience in these other leagues, and let's see what he brings to the table here. So here we go, looking now 2nd and 10, throwing to the near corner, up to the 40 he goes, and that is going to be about it. Setting up now a 3rd down and 5 for the Roughnecks. Can they convert and keep this drive alive, or will the Guardians have the momentum? True North asking, what network carries the XFL? I believe it's ESPN, ABC, and FX are the 3 networks carrying the XFL. So this game right now is on ESPN. We're going to be live tomorrow as well for both the games. We have 2 games tomorrow, St. Louis and San Antonio, and then Seattle and DC. But here we go, 3rd and 5, throwing out to the far corner. It is incomplete. And the Guardians are likely to be getting the ball back here. We'll have to see what they end up doing on 4th down. Will they have to go for it? Or are they going to be able to punt it away? Because I don't think you're going to be able to, I don't think you're going to make it. That's the one concern I would have here. So 4th and 5, they're going to go for it, it seems. Not sure if they're able to punt, but they are going to go for it. So here we go. Let's see what they can do now for the Guardians on defense. Nope, they are punting. So there we go. Here comes the punt. Race Porter to Eli Rogers. The punt is up. It is away. And it is going to be called for a fair catch at the 16-yard line. That is going to set up a 1st and 10 for the Guardians at their own 16. So Orlando's on the board and getting the ball back. So we'll have to see how they can fare going forward here. But they are carrying the momentum as it stands right now. And they were the massive underdogs going into this year or into this game. So we'll have to see what they can do and if they can keep things rolling. So let's take a look over the poll while we got a little bit of time. We have 1 vote in the poll over in the chat. And their 1 vote is going to the Orlando Guardians. So we'll have to see what they can do now. But this game has been a good game to watch so far, I have to say. I mean, it is better than I expected. I was not so sure what to expect from the XFL, but it's looking pretty solid so far. We're seeing enough happening. We are seeing most definitely enough. So we'll take a look here, though. Arlington did beat Vegas earlier today, climbing to 1-0. And Orlando trying to make themselves 1-0 as well. Now remember, the XFL does have a 10-game season. So here we go. On ABC tomorrow, we have St. Louis Battlehawks versus the San Antonio Brahmas. And I think the Brahmas are going to be, the Brahmas and Roughnecks are going to be like my 2 teams for the XFL. But mostly the Brahmas, because I grew up in a Steeler household, grew up a Steeler fan, and Hines Ward's the head coach of the Brahmas, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do. So I think that's my team for the XFL, but I don't mind the Roughnecks. You know, Wade Phillips, he did some good stuff for the Rams as their defensive coordinator. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was the Rams defensive coordinator on their Super Bowl run. And he dialed up that holding the Patriots to 13 points. Now, his offense let him down, but they did what they had to do on defense in that Super Bowl. So, we'll have to see what we can do here, but it looks like the Guardians are taking this game they're taking it pretty handily right now. So here we go, ready to see what they can do. We should be coming back here shortly. And we'll see what they can do. You see all the promotional material, and the XFL is really off to something good right now. I mean, they had success in 2020, if we think about it. I mean, they really had some success in 2020. But it got shut down because of COVID. If COVID doesn't happen, the XFL is already in their 3rd season. Actually, no, they're in their 4th season. Dang, that's hard to believe. That is really hard to believe. So here we go, ready to see. We are back now and ready to see what Houston can do on defense and if the Guardians can keep things rolling on the offensive side of the ball. So here we go. Setting up a 1st and 10 at the 16 for the Guardians. They're going to try to get more points on the board and try to do their thing. So let's see what they can do now. The offense ready to go on the field, led by Paxton Lynch, former 1st-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Spent some time with 2 other teams before being out of the league. And here we go, ready to see what they can do. 1st and 10 at the 16. Lynch in shotgun. Tight formation otherwise. And we'll see what they end up doing here. So Lynch going to take the snap. Low snap, looking to throw over the near side. It's caught to the 20, up to the 25, 30, to the 35, to the 40. Almost up to the 44. And that is another grab by number 11. That was Latimer, who is having a huge night tonight for the Guardians. Latimer already reeling, I think, like 4 grabs so far? So he's having a pretty solid night, I would say, as it is. So let's see what they can do now. I'm going to shift some things around. See if I can get a little more comfortable. And here we go. Lynch going to let the throw. Pressure coming. And he's going to get sacked. Back at the, where is that, the 40? 36? Back at the 36-yard line, it looks like. Let me go ahead and lower this just a little bit. There we go. So let's see what they can do now. 2nd and 15 coming up as they were as Lynch was dropped for a sack. So here we go. Ball is at the 38. Gonna look to run up the middle to the 40, bumping out to the outside to the 45 to the 50. Down at midfield, just about. And that is going to be a huge setup for the Guardians. Setting up now a 3rd down and short. I think it's only going to be like 3rd and a couple, so that is a convertible distance for them. So here we go. Ready to see what they can do. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Guardians. Can they convert and keep this drive alive? Lynch now in shotgun, has 2 receivers out to either side. Man in motion to the near side. It looks like Latimer is out to the near side. So Lynch going to throw over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for number 17. And it goes through his hands, setting up a 4th and 3. And the Guardians offense is going to have to come off the field. Or not. Wait a minute. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going to go for it here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 3 at midfield. So here we go. Lynch and shotgun, wide set. Or are they going to try to just draw them off sides? Are they going for it? It looks like they're not ready to go for it, but they're going to have to. Nope, they're going to take the timeout. So the Guardians going to take a timeout before a delay game. So there we go. Well, the Guardians burning a timeout. They have 2 remaining now. And are they going to punt it? Or are they going to go for it? It looks like they have the mentality of going for it. Because they took that timeout. But I don't know. So Terrell Buckley is the Guardians head coach, trying to figure out what he needs to do. And we'll have to figure out what they're doing. The timeouts are a minute long here, if I'm not mistaken, or are they 30 seconds? We'll just figure it out here. But Lynch in there, he's ready to go back out on the field, so they are going to go for it. So here we go. 4th down and 3, and the Guardians are looking to go for it. Man. So here we go. 4th down and 3 for the Guardians. Lynch in shotgun, has receivers out to either side, wide, and just a short, small offensive line. Lynch in shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. Having time, throws to the corner. It's close. Did he catch it? He did catch it, but where did he catch it? Hold on. It looked like the catch was definitely at the sticks. Let's take a look. So there's the grab. And hold on, we're waiting to see where they spot it. Where will they spot it? No, the Roughnecks are going to have the ball. He was short. So just like that, the Houston Roughnecks are going to have the ball. And they're going to try to get downfield and get some points of their own. And try to tie this thing up or even take the lead. So we'll see what they end up doing. Man, this game is looking good so far. And let's see what they can do. That is the one thing I appreciate. They don't go to timeout, or they don't go to commercial every time you turn around. They're still going to go to commercial for turnovers or possession changes. But they're not going to commercial every single timeout and stuff like that. So that's what I do like. So we'll see what they end up doing. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. What do you guys think of the XFL so far? I mean, I think it's looking pretty solid. I mean, we're seeing some decent games and we're seeing some pretty cool things. So, well, here we go. As they are hyping up a Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury boxing match on pay-per-view. So, we'll have to see what happens there, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Logan Paul was doing, but he had everything going on YouTube, and then he chose to be a boxer. Like, all right, that's a small change, but yeah. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the XFL here, and it looks like the XFL is fair in its own right now. We don't seem to have much going in the chat or even on the poll. The poll still has just one vote for the Guardians. It looks like the Guardians are definitely playing better right now than the Roughnecks, but the Roughnecks are only down by 6 points. So one touchdown and boom, they're in. They're in the game. So overall, I mean, I'm not thinking I'm in a bad spot if I'm Wade Phillips. So we'll have to see what they end up doing. But what do you guys think of the XFL? What do you guys think? Do you guys think we're seeing something good here? You guys think it's not the greatest? Do you think it's all right? Let us know. We want to know what you have to say. It looks like we don't have anyone that's going to be joining us tonight, so we're doing our own thing here, just us. And here we go. The Roughnecks ready to take over on offense and see what they can do. So here we go. So here it is. 1st and 10 now for the Roughnecks. So we'll see. And the Guardians trying to basically justify why they went for it. And they didn't make it. So it looks like here at the 48-yard line, their own 48 is where the Roughnecks will take over. And let's see what they can do. Paxton Lynch, looking at the tablet, trying to see what they can do to do better. And here we go. Second drive for the Roughnecks coming up here. Ball is at the 48. And let's see what they do. 1st and 10, they're going to take the snap. Again, a handoff up the middle. Gets a yard on the run. And that's it. So now sitting at 2nd and 9 from their own 49. The Roughnecks trying to convert and keep this drive going and get tied up. So we'll see what they end up doing. But let's see. Here we go. They're going hurry up here. They are definitely going hurry up. With a wide empty set here for the Roughnecks. And here we go. He's going to look to throw over to the far side. It's going to be caught. And that is going to be at about the 47? 46? The 46 of the Guardians. True North Packer fan asking who are the QBs for the two teams. Well, I know for a fact for the Guardians it is Paxton Lynch. I know they showed the name of the guy on the Roughnecks. He's been around in these smaller leagues. Let me go ahead and double check his name. XFL QBs. So here we go. Let's see what they're going to do. Alright. Pulling up things here. Looking to throw to the near corner. Has a man to the 30, down to the 26. Is where he's going to go out of bounds for a 1st and 10, number 6 on the grab. But it was Brandon Silvers as the quarterback for the Roughnecks. And, well, Paxton Lynch is a name that you have to know. Pretty much everyone would know that name. You have Hines Ward, who's the head coach of the Brahmas. You have Wade Phillips, former NFL defensive coordinator, is the head coach of the Roughnecks. But here we go, looking to throw is Silvers and has a man down to the 20, down to the 15 for a 1st down. Let's go ahead and just see. Let me pull this up here while we're talking about this. XFL players with NFL experience. Let's see who is in the NFL. So let's see. All right. So those are you have Martavis Bryant involved. What? Yeah. Martavis Bryant. Silver's going to throw to the corner, incomplete on 1st and 10, but you have Martavis Bryant, Ben DiNucci, people might know. Kyle Slaughter. Let's see here. Drew Plitt. Just scrolling through here, seeing what names I would recognize and what people might recognize. Philip Walker, I believe, is one that might be known. Landry Jones is in there. Eli Rogers. Wade Phillips, obviously, we already discussed about him. Terrell Buckley. As the Roughnecks on 2nd down are going to run to the 10 and get out of bounds. Jim Haslett, also involved with the XFL. Reggie Barlow. Jerron Jones. Let's see here. You have Philip Nelson as well and Chase Littleton. So you have some players that you might recognize. As here we go. 3rd and 5 from the 10.5-yard line. The Roughnecks going to try to punch it in here. And they're going to try to look. Silver's trying to throw near corner. Has it caught. Touchdown Roughnecks. And that is going to bring them up to a tied game at 6 points apiece. There we go. That was Jontre Kirkland on the reception. And let's see what they end up going for. Are they going to go for 1, 2, or 3 points? Wade Phillips trying to make his call. Let's see. All right. So here we go. They're going to go for 1 point from the 2. So let's see what they end up doing. Silver's now in shotgun. And here we go. He is going to take the snap, and they're going to hand off at the middle, and that's going to be short stuffed. No good. Setting up a 6-6 ball game here. And the Guardians will be getting possession back. But yeah, let's see here. AJ McCarron. Other notable, you have Raquel Armstead, Kalen Balaj, Vic Beasley, Martavis Bryant, Sean Davis, Matt Alum, Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon's in the XFL. Former weed dude. So, you have Marquette King, Cody Latimer, who is really having a great night tonight for the Guardians. Eli Rogers as well on the Guardians. Former Pittsburgh Steeler. So here we go. Here comes the kick now by the Roughnecks to the Guardians. And here we are. So here comes the kick. Remember, you cannot start running until the person who is the returner catches the ball, and you have to get it past the 20. So he possesses it at 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, to the 26 where he's going to be brought down. And that is going to set up a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line with 2:15 remaining in the first quarter. So here we go. So the Guardians ready to do their thing on defense as the Roughnecks. Or no, the Guardians are on offense, duh. Well, yeah, so the Guardians ready to do their thing on offense. The Roughnecks trying to defense here and get this game in in their own hands. So here we go. Setting up now 1st and 10 at the 26. You have Paxton Lynch in shotgun with a wide set of receivers. And he's going to hand off. And that's going to be up to the 30 to the 33 is where he's going to be brought down. Setting up a 2nd down and 3 coming up here for the Guardians. So here we go. 2nd and 3 coming up now. What do the Guardians do here? And Lynch going to take snap, hand off the middle. That's going to be to the 40 to the 45 is where he's going to be brought down. A huge gain of 12 there by Taylor for the Guardians. And they are doing a really good job right now moving this ball. So here we go. Ball's at the 45. 1st and 10. And Lynch going to take the snap, hand off at the middle for a gain of about 3. Just about. Setting up a 2nd down and 7. And I'm going to grab a blanket real quick because I'm going to snuggle up and be comfortable as we stream. Because who said you can't be comfortable while you're streaming? Right? Nobody said that. So I'm going to get comfortable. All right. Here we go. Lynch going to look to throw on 2nd and 7 deep to the near corner. And that's going to be caught. All the way down to what was that? The 25? Just about. That was a nice game there for the Guardians. With 45 seconds and rolling remaining in the first quarter. Man. That was huge. So the ball is at the 27 now. And here we go. They're going to look to run it up the middle for a gain of about 4. Setting up a 2nd down and 6. So here we go, ready to see what the Guardians can do on offense if they can keep things rolling as they are doing their thing here. There we go. So here we go, 2nd and 6 coming up now for the Guardians. I'm going to shift things just a little bit. There we go. Just so things are a little bit better. And that is going to take us to the end of the first quarter. So let's go ahead and shift this over to Q2. Alright, quarter number 2 coming up. And we'll see what they can do. There we go. But man, this game is looking like it's going to be a good one. It has been a close one, back and forth, close affair. And man, this is looking like a really solid game. So here we go. Man, I mean, I had some decent expectations for the XFL, and they're being met. Like, the expectations were not absolutely amazing, but they were high enough. I expected to see some decent games. And that is what we're seeing. As right now, these games are looking like they are close. So let's see what happens. Looks like we now have 2 votes over in the poll and the chat over there. And we have them split down the middle, 50-50, in favor of both teams. So we'll see where this game takes us. But man, this game looking like it has been a really solid one so far. And I am ready to see what this second quarter has in store. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple other things real quick, as we get ready to see what this second quarter will have in store for us. Just taking a look over in the chat. Does not look like we have anything else rolling. All right. Oh, what released? Oh, the Browns one. Yeah, okay. Just taking a look here at a couple of other things. All right. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. And can the Guardians get something rolling and make something out of this drive? They've done a really good job getting downfield so far, and they are going to look to try to make things even better. All right. So, here we go. Opening weekend of the XFL. Ready to see what we have here, as the XFL North is going to have a couple of games tomorrow. So here we go. Man, I'm looking forward to the San Antonio Brahmas versus St. Louis Battlehawks, because I am really wanting the Brahmas to win. But here we go. Paxton Lynch ready to lead his team to the end zone here. Setting up now a 2nd down and 6. Ball is at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up. Looking to throw is Lynch. Having time, throws to the corner, and that is going to be incomplete. Almost caught by Latimer, but alas, he was not able to reel it in, and setting up now a 3rd down and 6. Can the Roughnecks get something rolling out of this, or will they just be falling flat? Well, here we go. 3rd and 6 coming up now for the Guardians. Interesting call, though, to have Latimer off the field. All right, here we go. Looking to run, looking to hand off and throw. No, it's actually a pass that's going to be caught for a gain of a yard, but it is going to be 4th down and 5 coming up now for the Guardians. Lynch knows he's coming off the field, as they are going to kick the field goal here and do what they got to do. Man. So here we are, ready to see what they can do. If they can get this field goal and make it a 3-point game. Man, the Guardians are doing their thing right now. And here we go. Ready to see. The kick is up and no good. No good. So the Roughnecks are going to be getting the ball back after the no good kick. Man, the Guardians are just killing themselves right now. That is brutal. So it looks like the Roughnecks are going to have a decent chance to go downfield. They're starting to get things going and clicking. Man. That bounced right off the upright. Right off the upright. And it was no good. So here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Roughnecks from their own 30. Let's see what they can do. They're going to look to throw. Going to the air. Silvers to the corner. And that is almost intercepted. Falling incomplete. Setting up now a 2nd down and 10 for the Roughnecks. So let's see what they can do here. All right, just taking a listen here into what the coaches are saying. So it looks like you can hear the offense going and them talking. That's pretty cool. They actually tap into those things. I enjoy that. So here we go. Looking to throw now is Silvers. Having time. Throw it to the near side. That's going to be caught at the 48 or 49-yard line. That was a 19-yard grab, as the Roughnecks are setting up the 1st down and 10. So let's see if they can keep things cruising here. All right. So here we go, ready to see what the Roughnecks can do now. Ball's at the 49. Silver's in shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. Has a screen, it's caught to the 50, down to the 46 or 45. The 46 is where they're going to spot it. Setting up now a second down, but there is a flag. The first flag of the game. Let's see what it is. What is this flag all about? Well, we're waiting to hear from the official. Ooh. An illegal block below the waist. That is huge. That is huge. That's a 15-yard penalty. Man. So the ball is going to be all the way back at the 39. Man. Well, here we go. Ready to see what the Roughnecks can do if they can overcome this. As it is a first down and really long. First and 21, it looks like. First and 20. And it's going to be caught to the 45, to the 50, down to the 49. So there we go. Setting up now a second down for the Roughnecks. Can they convert and manage to pull this off here? So here we go. Let's see. Ball's at the 49. And here we are. That is Silver's in shotgun. Looking to go to the air. To the near side. It's going to be caught out to the 46. Setting up now a third down and 5. Just about. So here we go. Let's see what they can do. Third and 5 coming up now for the Roughnecks. Ball's at the 46. Line to gain being the 41. So let's see what they can do. Can the Roughnecks get something going? They get a jump. And they're going to look to throw on a free play to the near corner. And that is going to be caught to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Houston Roughnecks. That was Bennett, if I'm not mistaken, on the grab. And that is a huge touchdown there for the Roughnecks as they will go up 12-6 pending a PAT. And a defensive penalty is not going to make much of a difference on that play. So just like that, Silvers knew he had a free play because of the flag, so he goes and loads up deep to Deontay Burnett. And man, it paid off big time. So it looks like they're going to go for 1 once again from the 2. So let's see if they can convert. Can they convert a first or a 1-point conversion here? And here we go. They're going to look to go here. Wide set of receivers. The under center is Silvers. And he's going to take it. And he's going to look to keep it up the middle. And he's going to get stuffed. So that is going to be an unsuccessful try as he got stuffed. Setting up now a Guardians possession. Man. That was a huge play by Burnett. That was an incredible play by him. The fact that he was able to get that one-on-one and be able to reel it in and then run for that touchdown was absolutely huge. But man, this game is definitely meeting expectations on the excitement factor. So we were hoping for a good game, and man, we are getting one. So let's take a look at what we have rolling here. Alright, just doing a couple of things here. Alright, if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to smash like and subscribe if you want to see more XFL and NFL content, as we do have a series right now for the NFL providing way too early predictions for the 2023 season. But I guess with that, let's just keep on talking about this game. I mean, we are seeing a really good game unfold here in Houston. So, man, this is rough. Like, this is a really good game. The Roughnecks are getting their groove now, though, which could make this game become unmanageable if the Guardians let this get out of hand. But we'll have to figure out if they can, as we are ready to see what we've got. So here you go. They're showing the XFL tomorrow. We have the St. Louis Battlehawks versus the San Antonio Brahmas, and the Seattle Sea Dragons versus the DC Defenders. We will be live for both of those games, by the way. So if you want to see those games, don't forget to make sure you stay tuned tomorrow, as we'll be here for them. And we'll be ready to cover both of those. But man, these games are getting really good compared to what I expected. But what do you guys have to say on this? What do you guys think of the XFL so far? We want to hear what you guys have to say and what you guys think of the XFL, so let us know. We do have a poll as well over in the chat over there. And it looks like it is split. 2 votes for the Roughnecks, 1 vote for the Guardians. But if you want to make your opinion heard, go ahead and vote in that poll and let us know what you think in the chat, as we want to hear what you guys have to say. We've already kind of discussed some of the players you might recognize. It looks like Dwayne Johnson is there. The whole XFL ownership group is there. What's the big difference between the XFL and the NFL? Oh, the rules, by far. There's a lot of rule changes. You have the altered overtime to eliminate ties. You have just about everything that is changed with the rules. The fact that you don't have a kick to make a PAT, it is either a 1-point conversion, 2-point conversion, or 5-point or 3-point conversion. You have that is a huge difference there. You have a difference in just the overtime, especially. I mean, I'm looking forward for an overtime game at one point, because that is going to be fun. And basically a shootout, but football style. That's going to be fun. So here we go. The kick now to the Guardians is up. It is away. Caught at the 15, up to the 20, and he's going to get stuffed at the 21. Setting up now a 1st and 10 for the Guardians at the 21, with 10:55 remaining in the first half. So here we go. The Guardians having 2 timeouts and 1 challenge remaining. So we'll see what they can do. But let's see what Paxton Lynch can do for the Guardians here. Can he turn this around and get things rolling here? Coaching challenges. Teams receive 1 challenge per game to use on any officiating call of any kind. Must have a timeout available. Timeout restorative challenge successful. And ruling is made by the XFL Command Center are the 3 big key points for a challenge. And the snap is bobbled way too high, and Lynch going to go down at the 10. After a huge high snap. I mean, it was just way over his head. So he had to just completely collapse on it, and he just had to go down. And that is going to set up a 2nd down and a huge for the Guardians, as they're going to try to get something going. I think an old Steeler player is coaching the Houston team, if that's correct. Which coach in particular? Because I don't think Wade Phillips plays for the Steelers. Wade Phillips is the head coach of them. It looks like a run for the Guardians going to go about 2 to 3 yards up to the 12 or 13 yard line. But it is a huge one. Let's see here. Houston Roughnecks coaching staff. Let's see here. Let me take a look here. So it's 3rd and 19 here for the Guardians. They're going to throw over the middle is Lynch. He's going to get up to the 27, but that's about it. Yeah, Hines Ward is the head coach of the San Antonio Brahmas. That is for sure. Let me see here. So Wade Phillips, AJ Smith. So here's their coaches right now. You have, I mean, I'm not recognizing any of these, but you might. You have Wade Phillips, AJ Smith, Andre Garrod, John Estes, Peyton Party, Marvin Williams, Brian Stewart, AJ Ressig, Bill Johnson, Morgan Ford, Greg McMahon, Joe Resendez, Jared Mostowski, and Brian Martin. That is the current staff of the Roughnecks. But a false start on the Guardians will back them up yet again. Man. That is huge. Man. So that is going to set up a 4th and 9. So the Guardians going to have to punt this one away. And it is up and away. And caught at the 43 up to the 45. Moved to the near side of the 50. To the 45. Down to the 42 goes the Roughnecks. So there we go. Rod Woodson is the other one. Let's see here. Rod Woodson. Let's see here. What team is we with? Vegas Vipers is Rod Woodson. But you also have a couple other big names like, let's see here. I think Martavis Bryant is in the, yeah, Martavis Bryant, Josh Gordon. Those are some big NFL names that are in the XFL now. They're famous for their commitment to the Devil's Lettuce over football, but they're there. So, let's see, what team is he on? Let's see what he is on. Martavis Bryant. Let's see here. What team is Martavis Bryant on? Let's see here. Martavis Bryant on. What team is he on? He's on the Vegas Vipers as well with Rod Woodson. Huh. How ironic. How ironic. So, yeah, I mean, you got some really big notable names there all around. So, big names people might recognize from the NFL involved in the XFL. And, man, this game is living up to what we were hoping. But overall, we're seeing some bigger names that didn't really make it in the XFL having a chance here. I mean, like Paxton Lynch. I mean, I don't remember as much around that time, but I remember, I mean, he was a hugely hyped prospect. And everyone was like, oh, look, the Broncos got a huge quarterback in Paxton Lynch. And then he flopped, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Against the Blues? Yeah, Penguins against the Blues, and then, they're showing the doubleheader next Saturday. That's pretty cool. But it looks like we are back now for the XFL here as the Roughnecks are going to try to take over on offense and do what they need to do to get some points on the board. Now they're going to be having a huge starting field position. They're not going to have to go that far. So, but man, that is cool that they have the live camera feed, or like the live audio feed. That is cool. That's something I wish the NFL had. So here we go. The Roughnecks trying to do what they need to do here. As it is 1st and 10 for them with 8:32 remaining in the first half. So here we go. Man. The Roughnecks having the ball at the 42 of the Guardians. And here we go. They're going to take the snap here. Silver's in shotgun. Wide set here. With a runner to his left. Silvers takes a snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming from the edge. He's going to climb the pocket, and he's going to push the pile, and he's going to get maybe a yard before the play's blown dead. So they're going to give him a yard, it seems. It looks like the Roughnecks player that was injured earlier is out. So, here we go. The Roughnecks now having a wide set of receivers, and a running back to the quarterback's right. Silvers in shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw, having time, throws over the middle, it's caught. That's going to be up to the 40, down to the 35 and a half. Setting up a third down. So let's see what they can do here, as the Roughnecks are trying to go down. Do you think any of those rules will ever be adopted by the NFL? I mean, the NFL is so slow to change, but I think that over time some of these rules will be changed. Like, I mean, I could see that overtime rule. Like, you know what I would love to see the NFL do? Have your regular overtime, but ensure both teams get equal possessions, and then have that shootout style if the game is still tied after overtime, so you don't have ties. You know? So here we go, setting up a 1st and 10 after the conversion by the Roughnecks. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Just under 7 minutes and rolling here for the second quarter. Let's say first half, second quarter, same thing. And here we go, ready to see what they can do. And Silvers going to take a snap, looking to throw. Throws deep over the middle, caught! No, bobbled, incomplete! Man, that was an easy touchdown. That got dropped. Oh my God. That would have been a Roughnecks touchdown. That would have been a Roughnecks touchdown right there if he could have only made that grab. And it was a routine catch too. Man. But here we go. 2nd and 10 now for the Roughnecks. Wide set of receivers, and they're going to hand off at the middle to the outside. Down to the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Roughnecks. And man, the Roughnecks are just cruising down this field effortlessly. Just take a look at that. Max Borghi on a 27-yard rushing touchdown. Man. That was a huge play for them, and that was huge. Ooh, my legs fell asleep. Oh boy, my legs just completely fell asleep on that. We're going to go ahead and get things a little bit more situated. Oh, there we go. So they're going for 1 point here. They're going to look to throw to the near side, and it is incomplete. And we have yet to see a conversion that has been successful in this game. But man. Oh, I need to get a drink. But that was a huge run there for the Roughnecks. Man. Oh, here we go. And the Roughnecks now having 18 unanswered points on the board. And I mean, this game is getting to the point where if the Guardians don't get anything going soon, it's going to be over. You don't want to say that before halftime, but I mean, it's starting to look that way. Like, you're seeing that Wade Phillips experience being a huge difference maker here, as Phillips has had experience coaching a vast number of players and superstars. I mean, he worked with Von Miller, I think, in Denver, if I'm not mistaken. He worked with Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald in LA. And, I mean, he's worked with some of the best. So we'll see. It looks like you may need to expand the red zone to the 30 or 40. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that one? So here we go, ready to see what they can do now for the Roughnecks. They're trying to hold on defense and do what they got to do. And the over-under was 34 points. You're feeling pretty good going into half right now if you have the over. Like, the Roughnecks are steaming ahead here as the Guardians have possession. So here we go. They're going to look to run it out to the near side. No, that's going to be stuffed. And just like that, a second down and long is coming up for the Guardians. Man, this is absolutely huge. They appear to be scoring before they get to the red zone. Huh. I mean, the Roughnecks did the last two drives. But here we go. Lynch looking to throw over the middle is going to be caught up to the 30 or the 25-yard line. Setting up now a third down and 9 for the Guardians. And man, the Guardians just trying to do something. But they had one good start and then it just fell off for them. What is going on here? All right. So here we go. Looking to throw now is Lynch. Pressure coming. He's going to get sacked. Back at the 20. And the Guardians are going to have to go 3 and out once again. Man, that offensive line is just completely falling apart for the Guardians. And just like that, they're going to have to punt this one away to the Roughnecks. So here we go. The punt is up. It is away. And it's caught at the 32, up to the 35, up to the 39. I thought he was going to get to the 40, but no, only getting to the 39-yard line. So just like that, the Roughnecks are going to be taking over with 4:11 remaining in this first half. And man, this game is looking like it might be over before it even started. I mean, this game started out really good, but then just completely fell apart. So, we'll have to see what they can do. But here we go, setting up now, 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks, looking to throw to the corner. It's caught. That's all the way into the territory of the Guardians, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. Man, that was a huge gain for the Roughnecks. And man, they are just cruising down this field. And we'll have to see what happens here, but it looks like they are at the 47 of the Guardians. They're going to look to throw. Pressure coming off the corner, throws to the far corner, and that is that a catch? It's close, but it looks like he caught it, and that is going to be within the 15-yard line. Man, that was huge. Looking at that down at the 20, that was down at the 15-yard line. And now, just like that, they're going to go for it here. They're going to run up the middle out to the 13 is where they're going to get. So we'll take a look here. So what happened in the earlier game? Well, Arlington did win. It was a close game. But let me just see here. Hey, where's XFL? There's XFL. So if we look at... Come on. Oh, okay. So here we go. They're going to go for the end zone, and it's not going to convert. Oh. Where's the XFL? There we go, XFL. Scores. I'm trying to see what happened in the earlier game. Where's the red glow? I didn't really know if I really liked it whenever I did it. Whenever I tried it in the Super Bowl, I tried it. Don't really know if I liked it. So we'll have to see here. But it looks like the Roughnecks are going to be cruising from the 11 back at the 15 after a pass that goes backwards. Setting up now a 4th down and 10. It looks like the Guardians are able to hold and force the Roughnecks to kick a field goal. But to answer you guys' question, what happened in the earlier game? Well, the Vipers seemed to pull ahead really early, going up 14-3 at half. And then the Renegades just stormed back in the second half. So let's see what happens here. They're going to go for the field goal try after a commercial break, which is rather unfortunate. But it is the way they are doing it, so can't really say much on that. But man, I just don't know what to expect. Like, but this game, I mean, it was so close at the start. The Guardians started off hot. They pulled a good bit ahead. And then they just collapsed. Completely collapsed at the end. So, we'll have to see what happens here. We'll have to see if the Guardians can get a second half going. If this game does get out of hand, I might end the stream a little bit earlier in the third or fourth, or in the late third, early fourth quarter, if the game pretty much gets out of hand. Mostly because, well, it's been a long day. And I am kind of ready to turn it in, but I'm here for you guys to cover this game. So we cover until the very end, or until the game gets out of hand, which it already almost is, but there's still plenty of time for a comeback. So not going to do anything just yet. Okay. But we'll have to wait here. Also, one thing I did want to make a little announcement on. We will be doing a March Madness bracket tournament here. We'll be doing that over March Madness on the channel here. I'll go ahead and make a group and do all that fun stuff when the time comes. But we're gonna make that announcement now, because we'll do it. We will do that. So, fun little announcement there. And let's see what we can do here. Man, I need to get more sugar, because I am getting tired. There we go. So here we go. The Roughnecks are going to be kicking a field goal here. And we'll see if they can make it. So here we go. Let's see what the Roughnecks can do here. I mean, it is a tale of two quarters right now. It was all Guardians the first quarter, and then all Roughnecks the second quarter. 164 yards, 57 in favor of the Guardians first quarter, and then 175-14 in the second quarter in favor of the Roughnecks. And here we go. Here comes a 33-yard field goal attempt for the Roughnecks. And he makes it. We don't have Brett Maher in the XFL. Too soon? Too soon? I don't know. But they made it. And just like that, the Roughnecks are going up big. Are you going to do any ranking XFL teams or any prediction videos? Oh, most definitely. For the XFL, this first week we just did predictions, but starting next week we will be doing power rankings and predictions every week. So, we will definitely be doing that. Now, here we go. A minute 56 a minute 56 now. In the half, the Guardians will be getting the ball here. And we'll see what they do. Oh, here we go. Let's see what they can do now. So here comes the kick to the Guardians. It is up and caught at the 7, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 23. So here we go. Man. So a minute 51 in this first half left. And we'll just see how it goes. But right now, I mean, it is just all Roughnecks. Okay, no. No. The Guardians look to be the Browns, okay? Get it right, not the Rams. So here we go. Can Paxton Lynch start hitting Cody Latimer and flip this game around? We'll have to see. Lynch in shotgun looking to throw. For having time of pressure coming, and he's going to be sacked. At the 15-yard line. Man. The Guardians are just completely falling flat on their face right now. But here we go. 2nd and 17 now for the Guardians. And they're going to look to run up the middle to the 15 to the 17, 18. And that's where he's going to be brought down. Man. This is rough. This is rough. The Guardians, they had everything, and then they just completely fell apart. So here we go. Let's see what they can do here now. As they're going to try to run it and get nowhere. The Guardians not able to surmount the just might of the Roughnecks. So here we go. 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it with 30-some seconds left. And yeah, I mean, they should just kneel it into the half if I'm not mistaken. So here we go. Let's see what they can do now. Wade Phillips doing a really good job on defense. The Roughnecks going to take a timeout because they want to have more time with the ball. It looks like they want to go for something here. So here we go. Wade Phillips, man, 37 coaching seasons in the NFL with 9 franchises. 3-time NFL head coach for Denver, Buffalo, and Dallas. Won Super Bowl 50 with Denver. And he is the Houston Roughnecks head coach and general manager. Who gets the ball to begin the second half? That would be the Roughnecks. So, man, the Roughnecks are going to try to double dip here. And we'll have to see how they can do. And it is short, going to be down at the 49. Man, 26 seconds, 51 yards to go. Can the Roughnecks get some points on the board before half? They have 2 timeouts. So let's see what they can do. Man. And that's the thing I like about the XFL. The NFL, we would have already gone to commercial by now. The XFL, we want to keep things going, so they keep it moving. So here we go. Now, they spot it midfield, actually. So 50 yards to go for a touchdown. And Silver's going to look to throw. Having some time. Pressure coming off the back end. He's scrambling. He's going to get dropped at the 47. His own 47. So there we go. It looks like the Roughnecks are going to take another timeout, not just kneel it in. So here we go. 2nd down and 13 coming up now for the Roughnecks. They're going to have 18 seconds to go. And they're going to have to travel 53 yards in order to get themselves a touchdown. So can they do it? There we go. That's a little better. So here we go. 2nd and 13 now for the Roughnecks. I have the arrow in the wrong direction. Thanks for catching that. I cannot believe I missed that. So here we go. 2nd and 13 coming up now. Can the Roughnecks get 53 yards for a touchdown before the half and go up by over 20 points? They're going to throw over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Almost intercepted. Now remember, even if the Roughnecks get a field goal here, it is still a 2-possession game because of the XFL rules. Because remember, you can get a 3-point conversion if you go from the 10. So even if the Roughnecks get a field goal here, they go up 24-6. The Guardians only are down 18 points at that point. So they can go for 2 touchdowns with 3-point conversions. So here we go. They're going to look to run it, and that is going to go next to nowhere. And they are probably just going to run this clock out for the half. Yep, they're not going to take it any longer. And that's going to take us to the half. So just like that, the Roughnecks going into the half up 21-6. And man, that half was huge. But here we go. Let's go ahead and update this as the half. Halftime. And there we go. But the big takeaway from this first half was the fact the Roughnecks are like really looking good. Paxton Lynch does not seem to have that much left in the tank at this point. I mean, he was a big draft pick for the Broncos back in 2016. But man, it seems like he is done. Like, this is just awful. They're going to the locker room, but man. This is just brutal. I mean, the Roughnecks, they were dead at the start. They had a slow start. And then they just got it going and have not looked back. They have been a well-oiled machine that has not been looking back for anything. And right now, down 15... The Guardians still are in it. It's still only a 2-possession game. But the Roughnecks get the ball to start the second half. So, at the same time... Look, there we go. And if we look at the game from earlier today, it looks like the Vipers had it going at the start. And then just completely fell off. Like, what even happened? So actually, I forgot to get things situated for this week. Boom, boom, boom. One second here. Guardians, Roughnecks. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. But, I mean, this is just domination. Absolute domination at the hands of the Roughnecks. So, I mean, that is just brutal. Let's see what we got PDF. Does not look like he will be available. All right. So it is just us here as we are cruising here. If you guys do have anything you'd like to talk about, go ahead and let us know over in the chat. We will be watching it and keeping up on it. But man, we'll have to take a look here. And it looks like, man, that short, I did a little short about the Bengals. And man, it is pulling its weight now. All right. Do you think the XFL will catch on, or do you think it'll go away? I mean, the XFL only went away. There was reasons it went away. It wasn't just because people didn't want to watch it. It was last time they tried it, they had really good ratings. But then COVID just wrecked it. And I mean, it was ran by Vince McMahon, who had a little bit more like power, but at the same time, you have The Rock running this league. He can get people to watch, I guarantee you that. So I think it'll catch on. It might take like a year or so, or two, but it'll catch on. So here we are. But man, the Roughnecks, though, just completely just devastating their opponents. Absolute domination. And the Roughnecks just completely dominating Orlando. And I mean, Paxton Lynch had things going early. I mean, early on, he had it. He had Lattimore was his guy. They were cruising. They were doing everything they had to do. And then Houston took that away. So, I mean, the defensive coordinator on the Roughnecks was doing a really good job being able to do that. But at the same time, I mean, oof. That is just not what you wanted to see. But we'll have to see. I mean, it looks like right now, this lead almost looks insurmountable, but it is surmountable. It's only a 2-possession game. But at the same time, if the Roughnecks don't get things going quick, or if the Guardians don't get things going quick, it is going to be a long, long night, and a long night for them. So, the Roughnecks doing a really good job on defense, being able to do what they have to do. And that's pretty cool. They're showing some of the old stuff, like some of the clips of what happened in some of the like training sessions and all that. That's pretty cool. It gives you like the inside look at it, which is really cool. So I enjoy that. That's the one thing I do like about the XFL, is they provide the inside scoop as to what's going on. So, man, I'm going to go ahead and take a little drink real quick. But the XFL really is looking good this time. I really love the inside side of things. Oh, there we go. So, we'll have to see what they can do here, but the Roughnecks just absolutely destroying this game. They're doing exactly what they needed to do, and they are just cruising. I mean, there's not even much. Oh, that's actually live. Never mind, that is actually live. I heard some noise about the Rams trading Ramsey. Do you know anything about that? I mean, what I've heard, there's a couple of different rumors I've heard about it. It's either the Rams are looking to cut Ramsey, or the Rams are looking to trade with the Steelers for the 32nd overall pick for Ramsey. That's what it looks like right now. Those are the two biggest rumors I've heard. So I think there's three ways. Either he stays, goes to Pittsburgh, or gets cut. I mean, it's going to be one of those three outcomes. And I can all but guarantee it. So, we'll have to see what they can do. Overall, though, I think if you could trade Ramsey for the right assets, it's going to be a good thing. I mean, I think Ramsey really has ran his course in the NFL for the most part. I mean, he could still be good. But at the same time, is he as good as he used to be? What would I do? Is that's a tough situation. Because you know what Ramsey can do. You know how good Ramsey can be. And the question is, was 2022 just a bad year? Because it was a bad year all around. Do you not do much? And say, well, we have most of the core that won us the Super Bowl. We got ravaged by injury. It was a down year. Do we just do little and get things back? Or do we go through a whole rebuild and potentially have a long time of struggling? And I don't know what the right path to do is in that case. There's reasons I'm not an NFL general manager. And that's one of them. I mean, that's a situation where I just don't know what I would do. There are some situations that are pretty straightforward. I mean, the Steelers, you bolster that secondary, you'll be fine. Build that offensive line a little bit more, and you'll be perfect. But there's other situations like the Rams. Like, what do you do? And I don't know what the Rams do. Do you go on a full-scale rebuild at the risk of potentially losing a Super Bowl window? Or do you take last year as it was a fluke, we're going to do a little bit but not a whole lot, and potentially lose value in our assets going into next year? So, I just don't know. But we'll have to see. But man, we should be coming out of half here soon. But this game, hopefully the Guardians get something going. Otherwise, it's just going to be straight domination. And it is just going to be a boring second half. As right now, the Guardians are just completely destroying anything that's happening. So, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple other things here as we do. All right. There we go, doing our thing as we do, and taking a look at a couple other things. All right. So what do you guys have to say about the XFL? What do you guys think? I mean, I think this has been better than what we would have expected. I mean, they definitely give you the inside scoop, which I love. Granted, we don't have that here, but here we go. As we are getting ready to come out of the half. What team next year is the biggest surprise and biggest disappointment? Well, hold on. You know what? I will pull something up here. Because I have predicted every single game for next season already. That's what I'm using to make this series that I've been working on. So let me actually pull up those predictions and see what my biggest team that I would consider to be a big surprise would be. Let me just go ahead and get the arrow set up for the Roughnecks. As the Roughnecks will be getting the ball here to start the third quarter. But I think my biggest disappointment... Let me see here. Definitely on that list we have the Ravens. I have them going sub 500. You have the Giants. I have them going 6-11. You know? Biggest surprises? I mean, I have, let's see here. The Falcons, I have them doing good next year. I have them going 11-6. I have the Lions going 14-3 and still not getting the number 1 seed in the NFC next year. I have the Jets taking the number 1 seed next year in the AFC. So those are my biggest surprises and disappointments I think will happen next year. But here we go. The Roughnecks now are going to have the ball. 1st and 10. And let's see if they can expand this lead that they have. Ball is at the 34. Their own 34. And here we go. Looking to throw is Silvers out to the corner. It's going to be caught. And that's going to be up to the 42 or 41 to Burnett. Trips left, Brown, X go. Is what we're going to see out of the Roughnecks here. Whatever that play is. Trips X, Brown, something else. Whatever that other word was. So here we go. And they're going to look to throw. Silvers has pressure. He's going to look to throw. Has it caught. That's going to be close to a first down as the ball comes out. But they're going to say he was down. Short, half a yard short. Setting up 3rd down and inches. I heard that Carr may be going to the Jets and Garoppolo going to Vegas. What do you think about that? I mean, do I hate the idea of Carr going to the Jets? No. Do I love it? No. I really want to see them go in for like Rodgers or Garoppolo. Those would be my those would be my top 2 quarterbacks for the Jets next year. And it's going to be a huge incomplete pass intended over the middle, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Roughnecks. But yeah, I mean, I think that I don't love the move, but I don't hate the move if Carr does go to the Jets. But the Jets are so built to win with a good quarterback that I think you have to go all in for like an Aaron Rodgers or a Jimmy Garoppolo. You know, you got to have someone who's going to be a good game manager, who's not going to lose you games. Carr can fit that description. Garoppolo can fit that description. Rodgers is your best, but he's getting up there in age. So, I mean, I'm not sure that I love that idea, but that's the thing. This year, there's not a lot of big name quarterbacks on the move. You know? Last year was huge. But, I mean, Garoppolo going to Vegas, that move does make sense in my mind as well. Because Vegas, I mean, Garoppolo's kind of been the castaway of the NFL at this point. So, that would not be surprising to me. But here we go. 3rd and 3 now for the Roughnecks. Ball's at the 49 of the Guardians. Looking to throw Silvers over the middle. It's caught on the far side. And he is down at the 44. And just like that, the Roughnecks are just cruising down this field. Man. Can the Guardians get something going on defense here? We'll have to figure that out. Man, they're going to look to throw now as Silvers. Pressure coming from behind, and he's going to get sacked at his own 49. Or not his own 49, at the Guardians' 49. Man. That was huge. And just like that, 2nd and 15 coming up now for the Guardians. So here we go. And they're going to look to run at the middle, get next to nothing. And just like that, the Guardians setting up now a 3rd down for the Roughnecks. Okay, I'm going to lay back a little bit more. There we go. So here we go, ready to see what the Roughnecks can do. 3rd and 13. They're going to need an explosive play here. And here we go, looking to throw over the middle. It's going to be intercepted. And just like that, the Guardians have the ball at the 36. What XFL team contains the best logo that you want a jersey for? You know, I actually have not really seen much of the jerseys for the XFL. So, you know, I'll take a look at those. Let me just flip the arrow real quick, and we'll take a look at them. We will take a look at them together. Okay. Let's take a look. I mean, definitely the 2 teams I'm pulling for the most are the Brahmas and the Roughnecks, just because Wade Phillips and Hines Ward. But in terms of what I would want, like, let's see here. I cannot see these XFL jerseys. Okay. Let me just go up here and look up XFL uniforms. I'll see the uniforms. Because I have yet to see all these. Well, I've seen them, but I don't remember them. Ooh, what team is that? You know what? I actually, looking at them, I like the Renegades blue. The Brahmas have a nice little scheme going. The Sea Dragons aren't bad. I mean, they look pretty solid. The Battlehawks, I'm not sure if I would like them as much because they look too much like the Colts. And, you know, the Colts jersey is a classic, but it's not like a, ooh, I want a Colts jersey, you know? It's really a meh. But you know the jerseys I really liked from the 2021? Was the LA Wildcats. I mean, those jerseys looked really nice for the Wildcats. They had the cool coloring. It was like a black and orange and a red. And kind of like a goldish orange. And then you have that all on a black background with the goldish numbering, the orange on the stripes, and the red on the helmet. I mean, that was a beautiful uniform. Why didn't they bring the Wildcats back in a different city? That coloring was perfect. Perfect. Like, the Wildcats logo was amazing. Well, not sure the logo was amazing, but the colors were great. The LA Wildcats. The logo could have used some work. It was just an LA kind of like in a boxy fashion. But I mean, those jerseys, man. Those unis were great. Like, come on. At least bring back that color scheme and jersey style. But here we go. The Guardians having the ball at the 37. They're going to Lynch looking to throw up. The middle is caught. And that's going to be up to the 43. Just about. Up to the 43. Okay, another play call here that you can hear. That's the one thing I do like, is that they let you hear the play calls. They let you hear some of them. So here we go. Lynch now looking to throw. Pressure coming, and he's going to get sacked. And that is the Roughnecks' 4th sack tonight. That is just incredible. Man. That is just brutal. Oh, man, but here we go. The Roughnecks trying to do their thing here. And let's see what we've got. Looking to throw is Lynch to the near corner. That's going to be incomplete. Through the hands of Connor. Man, that was right there but dropped. 4th and 13 now with 9:15 and rolling remaining in the 3rd quarter. So, man. But yeah, that's the state of the union here. And likely as the return man up to the 25 to the 30 is where he's going to be brought down. So Houston's going to take over at their own 30-yard line. It's not something there's a lot of storage for review or penalties like the NFL. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I mean, there's definitely not as many penalties. They're definitely letting the guys play. I do like that. They're just letting them play. So here we go. Looking to run with it up the middle after a handoff. And he gets a little bit, but not much. Yeah, stoppage. Yeah, there's not a lot of stoppage for reviews or penalties. That's what I like. They are just letting them play. I mean, early on, that first drive, there was a lot of review. Because there were 2 plays that were caught by both the Guardians and the Roughnecks at the same time. So here we go, looking to throw, and he is going to be sacked. Silver's being brought down at his own 25. And man, this game is just turning into an offensive line collapse. Man. And man, they're talking with Paxton Lynch on the sidelines as to what film he's watching. Hey Paxton, what film are you watching? You watching Titanic? You watching some Titanic on that iPad there? What? No, you're watching something else? What were you watching? You're watching the Harry Potter series? And the throwaway falls incomplete. 4th and 15 for the Roughnecks. Man, Paxton Lynch, you know what? I think he should have given the lady a stupid answer, but he didn't. Like, she asked a dumb question. Hey, Paxton, I see you're watching film there. What are you watching? Our last drive. Like, what do you think that they'd be watching? The Harry Potter? The Lorax, maybe? I don't know. But up to the 43 is where the Guardians will start their next drive after a punt. Man. So here we go. Paxton Lynch going to be trying to do his thing now. But man. This is just an interesting game. Yeah, let's trade Tuber. Ooh, as I am throwing things around, causing problems. I'm breaking things. ELS Train Tuber saying, hey, this is the XFL. Dang it, that's what I wanted to name this stream. I forgot. There was a name I had planned out, like, for a week now. For this stream. I had planned this name out for the week. I wanted to call it This is the XFL. Man, I'm actually going to change that right now. That was what I wanted to name this stream, and it completely slipped my mind. Let me change that right now. Thank you, ELS Train Tuber. Let me go ahead and change this. There we go. Just changing that. Yeah, this is the XFL. That was what I wanted to name this. But here we go. The Guardians trying to do their thing and cruise their way to a victory, or try to get back into this here. Eli is saying, no problem, I can make people remember in a minute. Yeah, I mean, that was the name I had for the stream for a while, and I struggled coming up for a name. I'm like, what did I want to name this? That was it. That was exactly what I wanted to name it. But yeah, I mean, right now, this game, it started out as all Guardians, and then they just collapsed after the first drive. So, not sure what to expect here out of them the rest of this drive, but Train Tuber saying I'm a St. Louis Battlehawks fan. You know, I don't know who's to root for. I'm torn between the Roughnecks and the Brahmas. Because I grew up in a Steeler household, growing up a Steeler fan in the mid-2000s, or like in the early to mid-2000s, with Hines Ward in that amazing offense. Hines Ward is the head coach of the Brahmas. So do I want to cheer on the Brahmas because, well, you know, I grew up watching Hines Ward? Or do I want to be a fan of the guy who basically helped lead the Rams to a Super Bowl through their defense in Wade Phillips? You know? Like, I'd love to see both do it. I'd love to see both win. So, but yeah, Grandpa Phillips over there on the sidelines doing his thing. And let's see what we can do here. So, Paxton Lynch, ready to try to lead his team to victory for the first time in a lot of years. Ball is at the 43-yard line, his own 43. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He throws over the middle. It's caught at the line of scrimmage, but he is dropped as soon as he catches it. Man. This is just rough. ELS saying the first game was really good. I didn't get a chance to see it because I was at work, but I saw the final score. I saw the box score, and it looked like it was really good. This game is doing the exact opposite. The Guardians have had 6 straight scoreless drives. The Roughnecks have 21 unanswered points. I mean, it is just brutal. So here we go, ready to see what they can do, and they're not going to get there. Able to get to the 49 of the Roughnecks, but man. Brian Stewart trying to hold strong with his defense. He is the defensive coordinator of the Roughnecks. And man, they are just doing a really good job after that opening drive. So here we go. Looking to see what Lynch can do. He's pressured. He's going to throw it. He's going to be caught, but it's only going to be a gain of 2 to the 49 of the Roughnecks, setting up a 4th down and 2. Do you think there's going to be a lot of coaching turnover in the NFL or in the XFL where the coaches are going to the NFL? I mean, it would not surprise me. I think because you have a lot of... Basically, the XFL is going to be... The XFL and USFL are going to basically be the transition between college and the NFL. So you'll probably see coaches go from college to the XFL, to the NFL if they're really good, but to the XFL prospectively, and then from the XFL to the NFL. That would not surprise me. And they go for it on 4th and 2, and it is incomplete. The Roughnecks taking over at about midfield. Man. Just like that, the Orlando Guardians failing 2 4th down conversions. But ELS saying in the first game, Vegas dominated the first half, but Arlington come back in the second. I did see that in the box score. I mean, Arlington was down 14-3 at the half, if I'm not mistaken, and then managed to win 22-20. ELS saying, I know XFL weeks 9 10 will be competing with USFL weeks 1 and 2. Yeah, that 2-week stretch is going to be a really crazy time on this channel. I'm just, like, the first 4 weeks of the USFL season is going to be really, and it's intercepted to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, just about. Man. Just like that, the Guardians are able to get themselves a turnover. And that is a huge turnover. But anyway, as I was saying, the first 4 to 5 weeks of the USFL are going to be really crazy on this channel. We're going to be covering the end of the XFL season and the playoffs for the XFL, while covering the beginning of the USFL season, while getting ready for the draft at that point as well, the NFL draft. I mean, that is going to be a really crazy time in the channel where you guys are going to have a lot of content coming your way. Like, if I take a look here, that's what, April? So, XFL week 8 is like the 10th, 9th and 10th. So week 9, yeah, it's like April 15th, 16th. April 22nd, 23rd, and what? Another interception! This is the Roughnecks to the 40, 35, 30, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Roughnecks, but there is a flag on the play. But anyway, on top of all that, we also will have the NFL draft. So, that's going to be crazy, but we do have a penalty on the play. Let's see what the penalty is. Is it going to be a penalty on the defense? So the Roughnecks will have the ball. after a 15-yard illegal block below the waist. But it's going to wipe out the touchdown. And man, now we're seeing the interceptions fly. Man. This is just rough. This is just rough. So the ball now is going to be at the Roughnecks 45. 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks. And here we go. Looking to throw. It's a screen out on the far side. And that's going to be a gain of about 2. And that is it. Man. So here we go. So let's see. They're looking to throw. Hits another screen out on the near side to the 50, down to the 48 of the Guardians, setting up a 3rd down and 3. And here we go. Man. The Roughnecks just completely just getting things back their way. Now looking to throw, and there's a flag. False start, maybe? Because they blew it dead? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So they have a penalty where the defense is in the neutral zone, which inflicts a false start. The defense gets penalized. I don't know if the NFL does that. But it's a 1st down and 10 now for the Roughnecks at the 44 of the Guardians. And they're going to look to run it up the near side down to the 40 to 30, 38, 37, something like that. And just like that, we're looking at a 2nd down and about 5, 2nd and 4. So we'll see what it is. Man. They're going over to invert here. And let's see what Silvers can do. Can he lead this team downfield? Down at the 39. They're going to try to run it on 2nd and 5. And they're going to get about 2 to 3. About 2.5. 2. Something like that. So a little bit of a gain there. And let's see what we've got rolling here. Man. This game is, it's not as much of a blowout as it could be. I will say that. But here we go. They're going to try to do their thing. And they're not going to get it. So it is going to be a 4th down here. And the Roughnecks look like they're going to go for it. No. 4th and 4, they're going to punt it. So here we go. Let's see what they can do. And they're going to go for the punt. It is up. It is away. And caught at the 23 by Rogers. So let's see what they can do. Can the Guardians get something rolling with 1:36 left in the 3rd? Oh, who's messaging me? Oh, it's nothing. But here we go. Ready to see what they can do? Wait a minute. Paxton Lynch is no longer in. Hold on. Now Dormady is the quarterback of the Guardians. And his first play is a sack too. Woo! 5 sacks by the Roughnecks. Man. This is just brutal. Quentin Dormady, who has NFL camp experience with Green Bay and Tennessee, went to Central Michigan. But man, this is just rough. So here we go. Dormady looking to do what he can. Throws over the middle. It's going to be caught up to the 20. But just imagine being Paxton Lynch right now. Like, you struggle in the NFL, and then you proceed to go to the XFL. You're supposed to be like the big flashy name in the XFL, and you get benched. Man. And here we go, looking to throw Dormady up to the 20, up to the 25, to the 26. What do you think of Bieniemy going to Washington? I don't know why Bieniemy did that. I mean, if you're expecting that if he's going to move teams, it's because of a head coaching vacancy. It's not going to be going offensive coordinator to offensive coordinator. That was the most baffling part of that decision for me, was why he went with offensive coordinator and didn't go for a head coaching role. Or why he didn't choose to just stay. Like, man. Well, let's see what happens. But it looks like the Roughnecks are going to be getting the ball. There's always the USFL for Paxton. If he isn't succeeding in the XFL, what makes you think he would succeed in the USFL that already has established quarterbacks? I mean, Paxton Lynch, I hate to say it, but if we just witnessed his career possibly end right there. But, I mean, this is just rough. Like, ugh. This is just not what we would have expected. So here we go. Man. This is just, I don't know what, this game was so good. And then it just turned into whatever this is. Turnover, sack, 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 turnover, sack. Like, what kind of a... I don't know. I just don't know. But tomorrow we have some decent games, hopefully. Tomorrow we'll get to see Josh Gordon play, because I think he plays for... What was it? San Antonio or Seattle? One of the two. So, he'll play for one of those two teams. But, man. This is just real. But let's see if the Roughnecks can extend this lead or if the Guardians are just going to keep around and just flounder. I mean, ugh. I just don't know. Huh. Well, we'll have to figure this out here. And here we go. We should be back for more XFL. Ooh, I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. Ooh. But here we are ready to... Well, as long as we don't lose the stream of the game. All right, here we go. Let's see. They're showing the game flow brought to us by Progressive. But here we go, ready to see what the Roughnecks can do at the start of the fourth quarter. And the punt is up. It is away. Caught 35 to the 40, up to the 43 at the start of the fourth quarter here. So here we go. Both teams still having 3 timeouts. But here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Roughnecks. Silver's still the quarterback. Turn left, brown, black, what? Okay, whatever that play is. Turn left, brown, black, what? There's always Burger King for Paxton Lynch. Yes, he could be the one jamming to Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper. Oh, I like that, True North. Is the Houston Roughnecks using the same stadium as the Houston Texans? No. I don't remember the exact names of the stadiums, but they're using different stadiums. The only stadium that is used for both XFL and NFL is Seattle's Lumen Field. I mean, the Battlehawks are using the old dome that the Rams used to play in. And they're going to try to get a pass out to the 50, down to the 45, down to the 43-yard line for the Roughnecks. And they are now in Orlando territory, and it looks like the Roughnecks are just going to be putting this thing away. I mean, they are close to doing so already. So here we go. Ugh. Let's see what they can do. They're going to take the snap from the 42, looking to throw to the near side. It has caught. Down to the 35, down to the 30 or 31. About the 31, I think, is where they'll spot it. So here we go. Bronco stare, wide dose. Be ready to hit the seam. So here we go. 13 minutes and rolling remaining. I'm going to throw to the near corner. It's going to be caught. And that's going to be up to the 22-yard line by Burnett. 2nd down and 1 now coming up for them. Let's listen. Mayday. Bronco stare. Mayday. Whatever that play call is. Here we go. Let's see what they can do now. They're going to look to throw in. No, they're going to run up the middle for the first down to the 20, down to the 19. So just like that, 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks. Blue Jet Z Cutter. Blue Jet Z Cutter coming up here for the Roughnecks. As the live mic is on A.J. Smith, the offensive coordinator for the Roughnecks. And here we go, looking to throw over the air as Silvers has time. Dumps it out to the middle. It's going to be caught down to the 14. And Lee is able to make the grab. Low check swing, H-wheel mesh. Low check swing, H-wheel mesh. Whatever that play call was. So here we go. Looking to throw is the Roughnecks over the middle. It's incomplete. Through the hands of Burnett. Incomplete. And right now, Houston is more than covering the spread, but the over-under is still sitting under, as not a single point has been scored in the second half. Or was it? No, it was not a point, because the field goal was scored in the first half. So here we go. from the 14. The Roughnecks trying to get some more points on the board. Looking to throw. Having time over the middle. It's dropped. That would have been a touchdown. And 4th down and 6. Do you go for the kill shot or do you go to expand the lead to make sure you're up by 2 scores? That's the thing. Is either you go up by 2 scores, no matter what happens, you will not be losing after 2 scores, or you go for it and try to put the nail in the coffin. And it looks like they're going to go for the field goal here. And the kick is up and good. There we go. 24-6 now for the Roughnecks. Orlando will be getting the ball back. Man. So here we go. Let's see. Can the Roughnecks pull this one out? Your homework is to learn all these plays by the end of the XFL season. Just study the coordinator so I know what they're going to do. That's what I do like, though. In the NFL, you don't get that. The most you get is like the quarterback shouting, "Blue set! Set blue! Blue! Ryan! That's all you hear. You never hear the actual play call. And that's what I like about the XFL. They give you the insider scoop. Like, they do a lot to give you that inside. Ugh. So, that's what I like to see. So, here we are. We should be back here soon. Well, man, I just don't know. Like, the XFL, this game was looking really good at the start. And then it just completely fell apart. So, well, hopefully the XFL is able to get this going. Hopefully this game turns out being better than what we're seeing right now. Because right now, this game is just not looking to be great. So here we go. We should be back soon. Ready to see what the Guardians can do. Oh. Man, I just don't know. You need to memorize the middle names of all the players. Paxton Money Lynch. There you go. It's Paxton Money Lynch. Man, I don't know. But hopefully this game gets better. Oh, who's messaging me? Okay. So here we go. Hopefully we get to see what the Guardians can do. And hopefully this thing involves a comeback. It is only an 18-point game. That is a 2-score game in the XFL. In the NFL, it is a 3-score game no matter what happens because you can only get up to 16 points on 2 scores. But here we go. The kick is up. It is away. And it looks like they're going to get up to the 23. Is He Hate Me playing tonight? What do you mean He Hate Me? I'm not sure who that is offhand. So I know Paxton Lynch has been benched, last I heard. Paxton is changing his middle name to BK for his next job. Yes, he'll be the next voice of Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper. Flame grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. Looking to throw, and that's going to be intercepted. No! It was a sure interception that was dropped. Oh! I feel stupid. I know who you're talking about, True North. I remember seeing that jersey. Oh my God, I feel stupid. I feel so stupid. I didn't know the guy's name, but yeah, no. Now that I looked it up, yeah, no, I know that. But here we go. They're gonna get a first down here. Excuse me. Well, I feel stupid. So here we go, looking to throw over the middle. Is going to be caught up to the 41-yard line. Setting up now a 2nd down and 6. Oh yeah, next week we start off at 9 p.m. on Thursday. Hopefully we'll be there for that one. And here we go, looking to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught for no gain. Now they're going to give him a yard. Doge right. Well, we have a Doge right coming for the Guardians here. Key back, grab one. And they run up the middle to the 48-yard line. Just under 8 minutes and rolling now left in regulation. And the Guardians are starting to get something going for a drive. So here we go. Oh yeah, I need to get these for tonight. So here we go. Going to throw over the middle, and it is going to be caught at the line to gain. At the 42 of the Roughnecks. Brian Stewart has the live mic now. That's your prevent defense. I'm not sure if it is or if it's just a failure of the defense, because it is still a 2-score game. You have to keep that in mind. But the Guardians are starting to get things moving. Rogers starting to get that connection with his quarterback. There is a flag on the play, though. Okay, let's see what it is. Illegal hands to the face. 10-yard penalty, replay the down. So here we go. Yeah, you're probably not playing prevent defense just yet because it's still 7 minutes remaining in a 2-score game. So, here we go. All right. Ready to see what they can do. They're going to look to throw to the near corner, to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Orlando. And Dormady gets this offense that was dormant and just sparks life into it. And just like that, they're going to have to go for 3 on the conversion here to make it a 1-score game. Man. So here we go, ready to see what they can do. Ball's at the 10-yard line for a 3-point conversion attempt here. And Dormady takes the snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming, tosses over the end zone, incomplete. So it is still a 2-score game. Man, that is rough. Because that if they would have made the 3-pointer there, that would have put them right back in it. But now I believe that the Roughnecks are going to be getting the ball back here. And here we go as I'm throwing my mouse around. But man, this game is looking really solid down the line here. Let's see if the Guardians can get back in this. I mean, they're playing really good football right now, so. Wow. I just don't know. Well, let's see what we have. Man, I don't know. This game, it was so much of a blowout. It was so close, and then so much of a blowout, and now it might be starting to come back. So here we go. Man. Let's see what we have rolling here. And let's see it. So the XFL, once again, here to stay. And here we go. Oh boy. Well, it looked like we were close to the game, but then we're not close to the game. So here we go. Okay. Well, here we are. We should be back soon. But man, this game, I mean, it's getting good down the stretch here. A lot better than I thought it would have been. Like, I thought at halftime this thing was going to be a blowout. The Roughnecks are going to get things going in the second half and just completely mow down the Guardians. That has not been the case. The Guardians have only given up 3 points this half, and they scored 6. And they just scored 6 after benching Paxton Lynch, ironically enough. So, here we go. We are back. D'Angelo Hall is going to the Panthers coaching staff. That is interesting. So it looks like Orlando's going to keep it. Teams can keep the ball scoring by a successful onside kick, or if tied or trailing in the fourth quarter, a 4th and 15 conversion from their own 25-yard line. So they're going to rely on their defense here, and they're going to get the ball to the 25, to the 30, up to the 35 for the Roughnecks. And here we go. Man. Hey, ask stupid questions, get stupid answers, lady. Come on, coach, why didn't you give her a stupid answer? Oh, how do you determine how many points to go for after scoring a touchdown? I don't know. Do the math. Like, what? They're going to look to the throw now, and it looks like Silvers is on the run. He's going to let it go and throw it away. But, like, lady, what did you expect? Oh, how do you decide to go for how many points after scoring a touchdown? Well, I don't know. If we're down by 9 points, we're going to go for 1 point because that'll tie it up. Ugh. Man. This is just rough. And here we go. They're going to look to throw to the near corner. It's going to be caught for a small gain. And just like that, you're looking at a 3rd down and about 1. Just about. Trips left Bronco. Here we go. Let's see what trips left Bronco is for the Roughnecks. as they are trying to get their thing going here and get some more points on the board and put this game away. So here we go. They're going to look to run it up the middle and get no gain. Setting up a 4th down. Are the Roughnecks going to go for it, or are they going to punt it here? I think you got to go for it. Let's see it. 4th and 1. Do you trust your running back to get 1 yard? Let's see it. They are going to punt it. So here we go. They're going to punt it away. Going to be caught for a fair catch at... Oh, it's dropped! The Roughnecks have possession once again! And just like that, the Roughnecks recover a muffed punt! That's going to do it! That's going to all but do it. With 5 minutes to go, the Roughnecks deep in Guardian territory, setting themselves up to take a bigger lead. Oh my God. Wow. And just like that, the Roughnecks have great position here to win this game. They called for the fair catch. He touched it, and then he bumbled it. And it was a clear and easy recovery by the Roughnecks. So here we go. The Roughnecks have the ball at the 13 of the Guardians. And here we go. They're going to look to throw. Still versus the corner. Incomplete. Broken up in the end zone. So here we go. 2nd and 10 coming up now for the Roughnecks. They're going to try to convert here and get themselves a touchdown with 4.5 minutes and rolling remaining. That is the thing with the XFL. Even on incomplete passes, the clock still runs. So here we go. They're going to look to throw to the near corner. Incomplete. Man. Here we go. And Alexander Myers with the... Oh, wow. Alexander Myers grew up in Houston, Texas, went to Houston College, and now plays for the Houston Roughnecks. That's cool. But here we go. They're going to look to run it on 3rd and 10 to the 10, down to the 5, 4th and 2. And you got to go for it here. You have got to go for it here. Now, so here we go. They're going to go for it. Strong right, Denver slip. Let's see what that means. This is a strong... Oh, McDonald in at quarterback now for the Roughnecks. All right. Here we go. They're going to run in. No, he's going to be a quarterback sneak down to the 5. Touchdown, Roughnecks. And that is all but going to do it on this one. With 3:08 remaining, the Guardians are going to have to get a lot done real quick. Man. Well, they have a PAT attempt here. You got to go for the 1 point. You can punch it in from 2 yards. And at that point, you can go ahead and take a 19-point lead, which is a 3-score game in the XFL. Because an 18-point lead is only a 2-score game. So they're going to go for 1 here. And let's see what they do. Let's see how they do it. Wide set. And they're going to look to throw to the corner. It's going to be broken up. So it will remain a 2-score game, as the Guardians will take possession back. Man. Here we go. This has been a good game so far, especially down the stretch. Let me check a couple things. So here we go. Oh. Man. And let's see what they do. 3:08 remaining here. In regulation. Down 18 points. This is the Guardians are going to be getting the ball back, though, here. All right. Okay, here we go. The kick is going to be up and away here for the XFL, for the Roughnecks. The kick is up. It is away. And it's going to be caught at the 9, or the 14, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 27. Setting up a 1st and 10 for the Guardians at the 27-yard line here. And, man, right now, if we look at the lines, Arlington, Houston, Seattle, and St. Louis are all favorites by 3 to 3.5 points, except for Seattle is a 2.5-point favorite. Vipers covered, and the over hit in the first game. As the over-under was 35.5, 34 for this game, 36.5 for Battlehawks Brahmas, and there was something else for the other one. But here we go, looking to throw now for the Guardians. It falls incomplete as we roll under 3 minutes. All right. 1 second here. And here we go. 2nd and 10 coming up now for the Guardians. Looking to throw. Once again, pressure coming. And he is going to be brought down. That's the other guy. Can't remember his name. Not Lynch, though. Paxton Lynch was pulled in this game. There is a flag, though. All right. So here we go. The Roughnecks kind of having a little coaching meeting here. Trying to do their thing. But we have a close one down the stretch here as the Roughnecks are trying to get this game sealed away. But the Guardians are still in a 2-score game here. Let's see if they can finish this up and have a good finish. 2nd and 14 coming up now for the Guardians. And they're going to take the snap, looking to throw. Having time, but pressure coming, throws over the middle. And he has a man. It is incomplete, though, as it's knocked out. Man, that would have been a huge gain down at the 40 of the Roughnecks. And that's going to set up a massive 4th and 14. Man. That incompletion really did a number, and that is all but going to spell the end of the Guardians tonight. So here we go. We've reached the 2-minute warning at 4th and 14. And right now, what would need to happen would be the Guardians would need to get, or the Roughnecks would need to get a 1st down, assuming they get possession back. They would need to get a 1st down. And then pretty much kneel it out. So, I was thinking you have a 1st down, and then just about kneel it out. And then you'll be good. You will end the ball with the game in your hands. So let's see here. Man, I just don't know. This game is really getting close down the stretch. Ugh. So here we are. We should be coming back shortly. But yeah. This game really was good. Then it kind of got bad, and then it got good again. So, man, I mean, this game is just, it is having a solid ending. So here we go. Man, what do you guys think of this game? I mean, I think it's been a solid game. What do you guys have to say on this? Because this game has been a really solid game, if you ask me. It feels like it's been a good one. What in the world? Man. I mean, this game has just been an interesting one, but overall, it looks like the Roughnecks really going to be a team to be feared, or the Guardians are just that bad of a team. I mean, like, this is just rough. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, this year the XFL is looking like it's a solid showing. So we're looking like another solid showing here. And I'm liking it. It's better than the flag football game. Oh, that's for sure. The NFL's flag football game. Ugh. Ugh. So here we go. Now here comes a critical 4th down for the Guardians. If they don't convert, it will be game over here. So they need to make this conversion if they want to stay in it. And here we go. The Guardians trying to convert. 4th and 14, looking to throw. Over the middle, it's intercepted, down to the 35, down to the 30, to the 25, down to the 20, to the 15, 10, down to the 8. With 1:48 remaining, this is all but going to ice this game, and the Houston Roughnecks should be walking away winners. Man, I'm going to be 0-2 this week so far. That is pretty rough for predictions. But that was a wonderful read by the Roughnecks. Alright. So here we go. 1st and goal now for the Roughnecks. Oh, the arrow completely went away. There we go. All right. What am I trying to do here? What did I want to do? I don't know what I wanted to do. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. All right, so here we go. 1st and goal from the 8 coming up now for the Roughnecks as they try to ice this game. So here we are. This has been a good game to watch. Like, this is all we're going to secure. So here we are. So the guy wants the defender to basically talk about the pick in French, saying it's been too long since high school. But here they go. They're going to try to run it and get minimal gain. Is Orlando really going to play the game of taking timeouts? Yep. Yep, they are. They're going to play the timeout game. So, I mean, this game is pretty much over, though. I mean, I don't really see a way that the Guardians managed to come back on this. So, I mean, we're just kind of cruising our way into victory here. But I think we're probably going to wind down here. Maybe call it a stream here a little early, as it is getting a little bit late, and I could probably use the time to turn it in, especially because we will be here tomorrow for a doubleheader. But here we go, looking to see what they can do on 2nd and goal. Going to try to run it with the quarterback here. Gets down to about the 6. And the Guardians are going to use their 2nd timeout. And let's see this last time out. we'll see his last play. We'll make sure. We'll do our due diligence. But here we go. Ready to see the Roughnecks just win this game. But yeah. So here we are. Ready to see what they can do. The Roughnecks now going to try to punch it in. They're going to run with the quarterback to the near side, to the 5, down to the 3. And Orlando's going to use their last timeout with 1:27 remaining. 4th and goal now. And they're going to kick a field goal. Really? I mean, really? You're going to go for the field goal, Wade? I mean, I know it puts you 3 away, or 3 scores up, but, like, really? So here we go. Ready to try to make another field goal tonight. It's a 22-yard attempt here. And here we go. Well, the snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is good. And the Guardians are going to have the ball with 1:23. When do I start? Tomorrow? Well, we're going to try to go live for the 3 p.m. game. So sometime around 2:45, 3 o'clock. Somewhere in that range we'll go live. And then we'll have a little bit of a break between games. And then we'll go live again for the 8 p.m. game tomorrow. So we'll be a little busy all day tomorrow. So let's see. 1:23 left. The Guardians are going to get the ball back. No timeouts. And let's see what will happen here. But overall, I mean, it's just going to be over. So, here we go. I mean, the Roughnecks are going to walk away with a win in week 1. But yeah. So here we are. It's going to be Guardians ball. And the Guardians have no way to stop the clock, so they're going to have to go really good hurry-up offense here. Pick is up. It's caught. It's up to the 15, to the 20, and down at about the 22 for Rodgers. I think Rodgers was a former Steeler. I think it was Eli Rodgers, former Steeler. And here we go. They're going to have 1:18 remaining in order to try to score 3 times. So here we are. Let's see what they do. So here they go. 1:18 remaining here. And here we go. And the quarterback here in shotgun alone. Looking to throw to the near corner. It's caught. And out of bounds at the 29. Setting up a second down. And the clock is not going to run. So here we go. 2nd and 4. Don't look to throw. Caught over the middle. They're taking advantage of out of bounds and that first down rule. Or if they get a first down, the clock automatically stops. So here we go. Man. Here we go. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Has the corner. Catches it. Gets out of bounds. 1:05 remaining. I mean, this game is all but over, but, you know, they're going to try to make a comeback here as much as they can. But, yeah. Here we go. 1:05 remaining. Looking to throw. Over the middle is going to be caught. Short of the first down, and the clock will still run on this one. And here we go. Let's see what they can do. An illegal substitution on the defense is going to set up a 5-yard penalty. And 58 seconds remaining on the game clock. So the Guardians trying to make a comeback here, but it is still a 3-score game. So, alas, these efforts are all but in vain. Going to throw over the middle of the near side. Caught down to the 30-yard line. So with 50 seconds remaining, but it's not, yeah, it should stop rolling. The game clock will be at 51 seconds left. Ball's at the 30. I mean, they're saying it's out of reach. It probably is out of reach here. And the throw is caught down to the 15. 45 seconds remaining. So here we go. Let's see what they can do. So Dormady's going to spike it. 42 seconds remaining. But this game is all but over. And here we go. Let's see. 2nd and 10 coming up now. Gonna look to throw. Dormady, pressure coming. He's rolling out to the far side. End zone. Incomplete. So just like that, 37 seconds remaining. And this game is all but going to be over here as the Guardians are trying to do whatever they can. Well, here we are. 3rd and 10 coming up now for the Guardians, looking to go, try to get some points on the board. And he's going to be sacked down to the 21. And that is going to secure this game here. And here we are ready to see Dormady try to secure a game. But alas, not going to be able to do much. Looking to throw, pressure coming, end zone! Intercepted. That's game. The Roughnecks will have it. They're going to kneel it out. And yeah, I guess with that, if you guys did like, don't forget to smash like, smash subscribe, all that fun stuff. Make sure you ring the bell as well so that you are notified whenever we do go live tomorrow for more XFL content. And I guess with that, we will see you guys later. Peace out and have